Ilyushin IL-112. Light Class Military Transport Aircraft. The Ilyushin IL-112 is being developed by Russian industry for the light transport market, namely military in its scope. The design phase of the program is being handled by the storied Ilyushin concern with manufacture to be headed by Voronezh Aircraft Production Association. The primary customer to date is the Russian Air Force, where the IL-112 is to succeed the aging line of Antonov An-26 transports. The IL-112 takes many proven qualities of existing light transports meant for short-field, rough-field operations and blends them into an advanced modern design. The fuselage is well-rounded and sleek with a multi-windowed flight deck for excellent vision out of the cockpit, as well as towards each engine installation. The engine nacelles are underslung at each wing member, with the main planes themselves being shoulder-mounted to promote excellent inherent lift qualities. The empennage is dominated by a T-style tail unit with high-mounted stabilizers. The raised tail section also permits unfettered access to the cargo hold within the body of the airplane. The undercarriage is wholly wheeled and retractable while being designed for rough field operation. As the finalized design stands, the aircraft will feature a crew of 2 and sport an overall length of 79.2 feet with a wingspan of 90.6 feet and a height of 29.1 feet. Its maximum takeoff weight is listed at 46,300 pounds. Power will be from 2 Klimov TD7-117 SD turboprop engines, developing 3,500 horsepower each and driving 6-bladed propeller units. Estimated performance specifications include a cruising speed of up to 270 knots, an operational range out to 1,500 miles, with a 3.5-ton load, and a service ceiling up to 25,000 feet. The required runway length will be 1,200 meters, showcasing an excellent short-field capability. The standard production model is designated IL-112V, while the light transport model will be known as the IL-112VT. The Russian Air Force is committed to acquiring about 70 of the new aircraft. Beriv A-100 Premier. Airborne Early Warning and Control, Special Missions Aircraft. Beriv Aircraft Company and the Russian Air Force are working on a successor to the Cold War era Beriv A-50 mainstay Airborne Early Warning and Control platform. The new entry is set to feature a powerful all-new active phased array radar fit, named Premier, by Vega Radio Engineering among other modern equipment. Like the A-50 before it, the A-100 will be based on an existing fuselage of the 4-engined Ilyushin IL-76 military transport aircraft family. Externally, the A-100 continues the form and function established by the IL-76 series in that its flight deck is sat over a short nose cone assembly, the wings are mounted high along the fuselage sides, and a T-style tail unit is featured. The A-100 has a multi-wheeled undercarriage for ground running, and each wing main plane is swept rearwards while managing the load of a pair of underslung engine nacelles. The power plant arrangement is 4 Xavi Advigatel PS90A76 turbofan engine units, each developing up to 32,000 pounds of thrust. Official specifications include an overall length of 152.9 feet, a wingspan of 165.7 feet, and a height of 48.4 feet. The A-100 is expected to reach the Russian Air Force inventory sometime around 2020. Kamov Ka-60, Orka. Utility Transport Civilian Military Helicopter. The Kamov Ka-60 series of medium transport multi-role helicopters is intended to replace the aged Mi-8 series. The Ka-60, Kasatka or Orka, was designed with multi-role capabilities in mind as well as survivability and adaptability, so various forms of the type are being planned. These forms include a training model, reconnaissance platform. This could branch into an anti-tank and anti-helicopter form, a civilian passenger transport model, and a navalized version. As with most helicopter types in this class, the Ka-60 features a 2-seat cockpit with side-by-side seating for the pilot and co-pilot. The pilot mans the right side seat position while the co-pilot is seated to his left. Dual controls are available for either position. The separate crew cabin can hold some 16 combat-ready personnel or 6 medical litters, with 3 medical personnel. Externally, this Kamov design appears much more like its Western counterparts and is not so much in line with previous Kamov offerings. The nose assembly appears as a finely developed snout with a sloped front windshield and large windowed doors for the base crew, including windowed floor panels, to either side of the nose. Passenger entry is accomplished through two large windowed cabin doors to either side of the fuselage. Engines are mounted above and behind the main cabin area in a contoured assembly. The overall airframe ends with a somewhat shortened tail section housing the tail rotor and applicable horizontal tail surfaces. Vertical fins protrude from the empennage sides. The airframe is coated with an infrared adsorbent material for detection evasion, allowing for some level of stealth to be achieved, at least with a smaller radar signature. Construction is mostly of composite works, while the fan blades feature Kevlar with carbon reinforcement. For added survivability, the fuel tanks feature polyurethane foam, so direct hits are not as fatal. Interestingly, the Ka-60 features a fully retractable tricycle landing gear system, though the main gears are positioned at the front of the design, just aft of the pilot's seating area, and a single rear landing gear is positioned at the base of the tail unit. The main rotor consists of 4 blades with swept back ends and sits tightly atop and between the engine housing. The blades are also of composite material and is touted as being able to resist the hit of a 23mm shell. The tail rotor is encased in a ring for added survivability and features a full 11-blade arrangement. In terms of internal systems, the Ka-60 features the Arbalete millimeter wave radar, OTCLIC laser warning and Pastel radar warning receiver. The Arbalete system is located in the nose assembly, while the other 2 systems make up the meat of the helicopter's electronic warfare suite. Systems redundancy is achievable through duplicated systems on either side of the aircraft. The helicopter is expected to be able to mount a variety of light munitions in the form of rocket pods and various suppression effect machine gun systems. MiL Mi-35 Hind. All-weather heavy assault gunship TAC helicopter. The MiL Mi-35 Hind became a major upgrade to the classic Soviet-era Mi-24 Hind, assault gunships, and transport series of heavy helicopters. When the Mi-24 received various system upgrades, the Mi-24V model variant was born, and from this came the Mi-35, which originally served as the export designation. The Mi-35 carries a multi-role classification and retains the tandem, 2-seat crew arrangement as well as passenger cabin of the original Mi-24, and weapons are still held externally underneath wing stubs as in the original. The system entered series production in 2005. Compared to the original Cold War player, the Mi-35 has been given upgraded avionics and navigation along with a digital glass cockpit for each crew member. The helicopter is also outfitted with a laser rangefinder, thermal imaging device, and improved target sighting systems. Internally, the helicopter has received reinforcement of its structure for increased battlefield survivability. The 5-bladed main rotor utilizes fiberglass construction, and armament wing stubs have been shortened to help promote a thinner forward-rear profile. Additional work has been put into rough field and hot and high operational capability as well. The changes added to the Mi-24 to become the Mi-35 have considerably modernized and broadened the Cold War product considerably. All-weather and day-night operational capabilities are considered strong, as is over-water service, allowing the Mi-35 to function in nearly any battlefield environment. Optional equipment includes the OPS-24 and observation sight system, upgraded anti-tank functionality, and support for non-Russian communications kits. Beyond the attack helicopter role, the Mi-24 Mi-35 is something of a unique combat helicopter in that it can ferry up to 8 fully equipped combat troops thanks to its cabin area set under the main rotor and engines. Additionally, this space can be used to ferry cargo loads up to 1,500 kilograms overall, while a sling system allows for an additional 2,400 kilograms to be carried externally. Beyond these roles, the helicopter can also serve as a medevac platform for ferrying wounded and associated medical staff. Onboard survivability is improved through a modern radar warning receiver, IR jammer, IR suppression system at the engine exhaust vents, cockpit and critical components armoring, and a chaff's flare dispenser. Its engine makeup is 2X Klimov VK2500 series turboshafts with reduced noise levels and maintenance requirements. The Mi-35 retains the Mi-24's fixed-wheeled tricycle undercarriage. Ferry ranges reach out to 1,000 kilometers with a combat radius of 460 kilometers. As armament is at the heart of the Mi-35 system, the helicopter can boast an impressive dedicated or mixed array of weaponry. This includes up to 8 anti-tank guided missiles, ATGMs, across the 4 presented underwing hardpoints. Rocket loads are either 80mm S8 series or 122mm S13 series munitions used alongside or in place of the missile armament. 23mm gun pods can also be carried under the wing stub assemblies, while there is also a twin-barrel 23mm cannon mounted in the chin turret as standard.